Hello, Queen Lucia.
Hi.
You know what you're here for, right? I assume your advisors told you?
An interview, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Let's start off with some easy questions, I guess, if you want to get this ball rolling immediately, unless you have questions for me before we start.
Nope.
Okay. So, how was your day so far?
Good. Thanks. What about yours?
With all due respect, Lucia, I prefer to be the one asking questions and whatnot.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Why is your hair white? Is that natural?
I was born like this.
Did your parents have white hair or any familial bond?
Yes. My father.
Was he a full on dark rin too?
Sure.
Did you say sure?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure. Okay. Where'd you get the halo from?
I've always had it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
From your mother's side?
Yeah.
What was she like?
She was pretty nice. Good mom.
What is it like living with the second beast?
It's a lot of fun. Chaotic at times, but a lot of fun.
How so?
The time he accidentally, well, with the help of somebody, it was a complete accident. They were training and my entire castle got completely destroyed.
Your whole castle got destroyed.
Yes. It rebuilt itself. Everything's fine.
So your castle rebuilds itself.
Yes.
Is that charmed or just the way your castle is?
That's the way my castle is.
How do you feel about what happened to Cloud City?
It was a tragic event, but I feel like it was a little necessary.
You don't sound melancholy at all. Why is that?
What do you mean?
You don't sound upset about it.
Like I said, I feel like it's a little necessary. It was a tragic event, but sometimes tragic things need to happen for good things to happen. You can't have good without the bad.
Speaking from somebody who didn't live in Cloud City themselves. I don't mean to sound antagonistic, just honest. If you
Right.
understand.
The section really had Cloud City was my daughter. She went to school there.
You're lagging. What?
The closest connection I had to Cloud City was my daughter. She went to school there.
With Azrael, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same school that David went to.
Yes.
Interesting. And how was sending your daughter off to Cloud City to go there? Did she have anybody to take care of her, or did she go from the underworld to Cloud City and just back and forth constantly?
Wouldn't mind teleporting her back and forth, but most times she would just stay with Azrael.
And how did you feel about that?
They were really good friends. I was happy my daughter was friends with people. Glad that she talked to people.
Let me guess, she was the shy type?
No, she just didn't like people for some reason. Didn't get along with them.
Sounds like someone I know. Hmm. Well, I guess this is a good part of the interview. Do you have any questions for me? I'll be asking those at the beginning, middle, and end of my interviews. I usually do.
I still do have my question from before. How was your day?
That's mighty sweet of you. My day was okay. I spent quite a few hours, to be honest, preparing for this exact interview. You know, Queen of Darkrun's kind of a big deal.
All the questions I really have.
Speaking of, how is it being the Queen of Darkruns?
I'll admit, it's not easy doing it alone. But it's not that bad. It's a bit of fun at times. Ugh. Unlike English.
Would you ever take time off to go see an old god? For example, somebody like Osborne, the consumer. To not visit, but see, just witness, if you will.
Not really, no. I have no interest in the old gods.
Why is that?
I can't say they're nothing special, because they kind of are, but at the time,
You're lagging
I
again.
don't I can't say they're not all that special, because they're the old gods, but I don't know. They just don't intrigue me. There's nothing really to see for me.
Nothing to see. Are you
Or
afraid
like,
of
well,
them? Or at least worried about them coming back?
definitely worried about them coming back. Being friends with the people I am friends with, I'm not entirely too worried or scared of them per se, but I am worried.
Okay. How did you assist when Cloud City fell? What did you do?
Other than helping over in Martha's Kingdom, I didn't really do much for the fall of Cloud City, other than close portals and manage my area.
Have you ever seen that movie, the uh, Fallen King, I think?
Oh, yes, I have. I've watched it a few times, actually.
They say it's based on a true story. Do you believe it?
Oh, of course.
You lagged again.
Of course.
So, where were we? Sorry, I lost track.
All right. Asked me if I thought that the movie The Fallen King was based off true events like people claim. I said yes.
So, I have a question. The movie. Well, I have a lot of questions, actually. The movie is based on a 16-year-old child who, through his teenage years, grows up to become a homicidal maniac who kills royals for the sole fact that they are ruling their kingdom in a way that he deems morally unethical into a human livelihood elegant standard. Like, if it's not prosperous for everybody and it is exactly the royal's fault, he kills them brutally at most times. He is considered a psychopath, a possible narcissist. So I'm wondering, Why would the movie be called The Fallen King? What do you think? There's a lot of different answers I hear to this question, but I want to know what you think.
You go back and watch the movie, majority of it is about the way the king ruled. It was about the king himself.
Oftentimes there was a queen involved too, when it comes to uh, him killing them as well.
Yeah. So the movie being mostly based around the royals, with more so sprinkled bits of the 16-year-old boy, leading to the title The Fallen King.
So who's the Fallen King really about? The royals he killed or the boy himself?
Oh, definitely the boy himself.
You ever notice how whenever he does snuff out a king, he breaks their crown and wears it? Why do you think that is?
Well, if you went on some conquest, you'd take back a trophy, right?
Yeah, but the level of disrespect would even make even the hands mad, right?
Oh, trust me.
You're speaking from
Disrespect.
experience. You know him, don't you?
Disrespect is not a concern of someone who's mentally insane.
Mental insanity. What makes you say that?
Repeating the words that you said.
What do you mean repeating the words that I said?
Earlier, you were basically describing someone who had snapped when referencing the movie.
Yeah, somebody who was pushed over the edge and, well, essentially let their murderous nature take charge. All the killings, do you think they're derived from hate or unethics?
I think it's more so a sense of a strong moral compass. Like, this is what's right, and you not doing what's right deserves death.
But there are still kings and queens who do things wrong and survive, and do not have to suffer the wrath of this, what seems like hypothetical or theoretical kid or person who's kind of coming to a spotlight. There's still royals who do bad things like illegal trades and whatnot, but get away with it. Why is that? I mean, granted, these are the people who aren't killing their civilians, but do you think that's why they're not killing anybody?
Definitely not. If this person is real, these royals are just lucky so far. They've escaped. They've prolonged the inevitable.
So there's no discrimination. Bad is bad, no matter what, when it comes to him.
Precisely.
And bad means the punishment of death, even if you're not hurting or killing anybody.
So sure about.
As insane as this kid sounds, it sounds like he's, I don't know, doing it from some weird, twisted, fucked up logic. Sorry for my language, but truly,
No.
he seems like a...
No. Sorry, going back to previous question, bad is bad even if you're not killing anybody, yes. The answer is yes.
What do you mean?
Even if you're not killing anybody, if you do something bad, death is coming your way.
Whether it be him or natural? That was somewhat
It's
vague.
going to... I don't know how to elaborate. I'm sorry.
Should we just move on?
Sure.
So, have you ever heard of your son? Well, I know you have, but do you know where he is? Uzuyaki Koshia.
I know he's in the us dimension.
The Black Hands dimension. Well, planet Emmet. But, yeah.
Is that still technically considered one planet?
Technically, yeah, because it's all connected, and also, they stopped calling it the us dimension a long time ago. Things happened or something like that. But anyways, Uzuyaki Koshia. He's looking for his killed son, your grandkid, Isaac Koshia. And currently, he's in Builder's Town. What the hell? Why did they call it that? With the Elder Darkrin, your brother, Kane. Or is he your cousin?
Blood-wise, I'm not sure. Relationship-wise, brother.
Okay. So, then he is your biological brother. You are a pure, not pure, you are a modern Darkrin. He is an ancient, an elder Darkrin. Mortality slang, immortality slang. You know the binary and stuff like that. Hopefully. Kidding. What dangers do you think Uzuyaki is being around somebody like Kane?
As much as I hate to say it, Uzuyaki, in given scenarios, is more of a danger to himself than he is anybody else.
What makes you say that?
He is very strong. But when fire abilities go untrained, they come back to bite you.
Overloading.
Yes.
Or literally come back to be used against you.
Burn.
So, on to another subject. We'll just go through some of these, okay?
Alright.
Have you ever heard of Ren Kumo?
Yes.
Where from?
I heard from a person down the grapevine, I'm not going to go through the list of people who heard this, that she's not running, but building in Builder Town. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know why the hell they name it that. Builder City, Builder Town, what's next? Builder Metropolis, Builder Village, Builder fucking shithole? Sorry. So, a spider. A half spider. A spider halfling. I thought only spider half-breeds existed. Really? Like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Spider half-breeds are a lot more common now, but spider halflings used to be everywhere a very long time ago. I'm not sure what happened to all of them.
Half-breeds?
Lings. Half-breeds are... I don't want to say common, because I'm not entirely certain how
Less rare.
common. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I guess we'll move on to another one and then we'll go to somebody else. Somebody special. Well, I guess, I don't know about special, but... What about that girl Morgan? Have you ever heard of her?
I believe once?
Turns out she says she's from another dimension, or universe, or something like that. One where a guy named Davin isn't a conqueror. Do you believe it?
Yes.
Why?
There are infinite strands of reality.
Not necessarily. That's something people are told so they. What's the word? Feel better.
Not necessarily infinite, but many.
There are, yes, hundreds.
I feel like more of them would have collapsed by now if every single version of the person Davin or event, whatever you wish to call him,
He's a
was
person. Are you still here?
yeah.
Have you ever heard of the person named you?
Actually, yes, I have.
Have you ever met
Once
him?
again, only once. Yes.
What was he like?
It was my house not that long ago, actually.
What was he like?
He did.
You're lagging again. Try again.
He was sweet, calm, and collected. He also had a really cool sword.
A sword. Has your TV broadcast been getting interrupted recently?
I don't watch TV.
Anybody in the castle?
Not that I know of.
Well, I want to talk to you about a girl named. What was it? Meadow. You know her.
Oh, yes. She was also in my castle not that long ago.
You know she's the holder of Anti-Cell.
Yes.
Why did you allow her in your castle? Knowing this.
Every power, no matter how great or convincing, can be controlled so
You're lagging again. Every power, no matter how great or convincing, what?
can be controlled if the will is good.
And I assume that the opposite is true. Every power, no matter how great or convincing, can be controlled even if the will is bad. The fallen king, for example.
Precisely.
Now, going from anti-cell, I guess we'll go to the complete opposite. What do you think about Evelyn, the green cell? Holder of passive cell, the only external cell besides Rainbow.
I'm sorry, I think it's absolutely hilarious. Everybody that you've mentioned so far has been in my castle at least once this week.
I know.
Or stayed for a time.
Like I said, I'm aware. Evelyn.
Evelyn's very sweet.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Strong-willed, kind-hearted, wants the best for everybody. Saved a few children, as far as I know. Like, a lot of children, actually.
Sounds very nice. Well,
She does her best to be a good person.
I do want to ask you one last thing. And I know you have noticed it, probably, hopefully. What is that mark on Evelyn's shoulder? Looks like a little stamp.
am still here, don't worry. Hmm.
Why did you go quiet?
Because I know the answer to your question, but I don't know if I should say. It's not like bad or anything. It's just interesting.
What would be the harm in saying?
Well, things happen. A very powerful force will wake out of Evelyn. Something will be summoned, or something will be destroyed.
Something will be summoned or something will be destroyed. I'm assuming you're talking about green cells max level.
Much.
Huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm. And... Well, now I must know. What do you think is the most hands-down powerful cell, excluding their natural abilities? Raw strength and constitution, intelligence, all of the above. Just everything from top dog to weakest. Rainbow cell is not included. I know the answer to that.
So, do you mean like if all of the cells were put in an arena and told to have a fist fight, who would win? Or
Not just a fist fight. I mean all abilities except for their natural ones. I'm talking black cell's ability to. Oh, sorry. What was it? Red cell's ability to trigger other cells. Green cell's ability to pacify other cells. Anti-cell's ability to. What was anti-cell's natural ability again, Lucia?
to absolutely ignore every effect that other cells have.
To ignore effects other cells have, yeah. And black cell's ability to. Lucia?
I'll remember. Just give me a minute.
We don't have much more time, so please remember quickly.
Sorry. Black cell followed one of these spectrums, either amplifying or nullifying effects within itself.
What do you mean?
Like the effects other cells would have. It would either amplify or nullify.
So black cell can also ignore green cell's advances, but it can also amplify the natural boost to strength that blue cell gives to other cells while around. Am I correct?
Yes.
So, from top to bottom, what would you rank? Black cell, red cell, green cell, blue cell, purple cell, golden cell, red cell. I think I got all of them. Oh, and anti-cell. What would you rank them? Strongest to weakest. All
Natural
things
cell would
considered.
definitely be at the top. Black cell is very close. Natural cell is at the top.
I was always told that the ultimate cell overcomes every limitation.
But you said without natural.
So the ultimate cell doesn't come into play then.
Precisely.
So the ultimate cell is an amplification of all of Black Cell's attributes, then. Which, in consequence, makes it stronger. Okay, I see. So natural cell at the top.
Yes.
Black Cell at the
Followed
second.
by black cell. Followed by green cell,
Why?
anti-cell. Hmm?
Why Green Cell? I thought she was physically one of the weakest.
It's a dragon. Like an enormous dragon.
She. Them
I'm
being
sorry.
fused.
I can't tell with green cell. Yes, she.
Them being fused is what I mean. I guess, in a way, take their normal physical bodies and just apply the power to that instead of changing forms.
Oh. Well, the things I said before were still true. Anti-cell black, cheese. Natural cell black cell.
What was the third
Followed
one?
by green cell.
Anti-cell followed by green cell.
Um, yeah.
And what about blue, gold, and purple cell? As I said, all things in consideration, intelligence included. And of course, I'm talking about the original holders. So Ares, David, Azrael, Evelyn, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that the previous answers still stay in their place.
They do. It would be followed by purple cell, blue cell, golden cell.
Why golden cell at the bottom?
Golden cell is very fast, but so are all of the other cells. Every cell can keep up with every other cell.
That's also not true. Blue cell is the fastest. Blue cell is actually able to run so fast it can go backwards in time, running at past light speed, ripping wormholes through dimensions. But your list, I would say, is pretty accurate. Tell me what's on your mind.
Nothing really.
Okay, well, I guess that's going to wrap up the interview then. Do you have any other questions for me before we go? What'd you say? What was that?
I said no.
Okay. And if you have anybody to suggest for another... If you have anybody to suggest for another interview like this, who would you say?
Martha.
Who's Martha?
Queen Martha.
Oh, Queen Martha, Queen of the Arclights. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to wrap up this interview. I'll see you in a bit, Lucia. It was good talking to you.
Good talking to you as well.